My business is called Toddlebike. Toddlebike is a first bike for children who can confidently walk. It covers ages 1 to 3 and it teaches key cycling skills as soon as they can confidently walk. I've been running the business for about 3 years. At the beginning of last year, I was in a position where there was a big disconnect between the reviews and the feedback that I had about Toddlebike from the niche market that I was quite successful in and the number of sales that I was making. And I had such faith in the product that I just knew if I could get in front of the right person, then I could elevate it to something that was really exciting. And so when I heard about Pitch Up, I thought that is the absolute opportunity for me. If I could get in front of John Lewis, it's such a key retailer in the UK, that I think we could do something in partnership. I was already in the market, so I was selling online and through a number of independent cycle shops, but to a very niche audience of cyclists. So when I met with Pitch Up and John Lewis, there wasn't any tweaking that needed to be done to the product, but there was lots of tweaking that needed to be done to the business to enable those two things to come together. The experience of working with Pitch Up and being able to talk to John Lewis made me realise that there's such a difference between being a small company and then coming and working with a huge company, and the systems and processes that I had to put in as a small business so that we could work together like that were massive. The mentoring that was part of the prize with being involved with Pitch Up was so valuable, just in terms of seeing how my product fitted within the bigger offering with John Lewis. But also, because we were already in the shops, there were no changes that needed to be made to the product, but the mentoring carried on, so things like mentoring about how you speak to the press and opportunities to promote the product and just the exposure, just putting Toddlebike in front of so many people was just brilliant. So the advice that I would give to a small company in my position would be, you've got to really, really know your customer. You've got to know where they sit and what they're listening to that's informing their buying decisions. And it was easy for me with Toddlebike because I was living in that world, so I knew the forums that mums go on to and the cycling arena and all those kind of things. But if you don't understand that, then you're missing out on everything that goes on around your product. And when you come to pitch to a big organisation like John Lewis, you need to be able to show them not only if you've got a great product, but it's in an environment and this is where it sits. And I think if you go in with that knowledge and the product's good, you won't fail. We launched straight away into all of the John Lewis's that have a baby department, so that's 32 stores and online. And the development of my business in the 6 months that we've been with John Lewis has been phenomenal, and has just really propelled us from a level of where it was a little more than a hobby to being a proper business. And the benefit has been in terms of exposure, in terms of all the help and training that I've received, in terms of feeling like I'm part of a bigger team suddenly, and a team of people who have got so much experience that I can glean from. So it's been an amazing opportunity.